Hey everyone, Coolio here. Today marks the beginning of a brand new series on my channel, Character Overviews. In these videos, I'm going to aim to explain some of the current players in the story, eventually making my way back to cover some of the older ones as well, all the while clearing up some common misconceptions and hopefully delivering new information you may not know about them. To start with in today's video, I'll be covering a very recent favourite of mine, the Guardian. Fan reception to this character has been nothing short of complicated. There's some that love the character and his place on the new 7, such as me, some who are indifferent, and some who, for a lack of a better word, despise him. But why is this? What is his backstory? Why is he in the 7, and what is his personality like? And also, most importantly, does he truly belong in the 7? Well, let's tackle the first objective of the video first, which is to explain who he is. The Guardian is a sprite originally from Oninoshima. After the Onimorphs nearly wiped out his entire species and the Dark Presence took control of the island, something changed inside of the Guardian. He realized that he never wanted any of this destruction or chaos to befall any other reality ever again. So shortly after the death of the Dark Presence, he made his way to the Shattered Coast, presumably since it's where the Zero Shard ended up, but we're not quite sure how he got there yet. However, since he's a sprite and they're embedded with 0 point energy, it could be possible that the sprites can relocate to any reality at will, or head to where the 0 point currently is. Now that we know where he came from, let's tackle the next part of his character, his membership status in the 7. Originally there was some hesitation from the story community to appoint him as a member, mainly due to him lacking one of the 7 in his description, and the fact that there's a loading screen illustrated by Afu-chan that shows 3 of him at once. However, it's likely this loading screen isn't canon and is simply showcasing the customizability of the skin. He consistently referred to as the Guardian, not just a Guardian, nor is he numbered like there's multiple, so we know there is indeed just one. Now, how did he become a full member? According to the Order, without the Foundation and Jones, the 7 are currently scrambling to pull their numbers up, and the Guardian just so happened to arrive at the right time, sharing the 7's drive to protect reality, as well as showcasing superior intellect and strength compared to the other sprites, given his ability to pilot his soon-to-be mech, created by Dr. Sloan. He naturally became a candidate to join the 7, and eventually made the cut as the Guardian. The Guardian is from Oninoshima, and he's a member of the 7, but how does he act? Well, the Guardian seems to be very energetic, happy, and carefree, shown in his dialogue to the Prophecy, Innovation, and Looper. But he also has a serious side to him, shown with his dialogue between the Foundation, where he seriously salutes, and the Order, where he shows his pride for being part of the 7. He even speaks about how he doesn't want to be seen as cute, and wants to be taken seriously despite how he looks. And now on top of all of this, the Guardian seems quite perceptive too. He immediately clocked that something was very off with the Visitor, much like the Singularity and Super Genius Dr. Sloan did too, though he also couldn't quite figure out what it was that was off about him. Guardian also seems to view Jade as either a parental figure, a mentor figure, or just someone he looks up to as well, as he has spoken English dialogue with her in this update, saying that the 7 are going to make her proud. This is directly referencing Jade's relationship with the sprites in Chapter 6, being the only one who could understand them. I mentioned that the dialogue he shares with Jade is spoken in English, and that's because the Guardian cannot traditionally communicate, being a sprite and all. He can't really speak English, so therefore his text is similar to that of Peely, shown in brackets so you can understand what he's saying, thinking, or doing. This naturally makes it a little harder for some in the community to sympathize with him, but I am very glad that we have some English dialogue from him talking to Jade. Hopefully, maybe some of the 7 characters will be able to understand Guardian in the future, maybe they'll build a translator, I'm not sure, but it would be really cool to see him talk properly, as it probably will help a lot more people sympathize with the character. Now it's time to tackle the last question. Does he truly belong in the 7? Now I personally believe he does, and here's why. To start with, the 7 were a group of individuals who came together to battle the Imagined Order and free the 0 point. They aren't some militarized groups of tryouts and work roles, and they don't have a typical organizational structure. Yes, there are roles given to the 7, such as the Origin being the tactician, the Order being the spy, the Foundation being the leader and the founder, and the Visitor being the pilot. However, these aren't really, like, enforced. Like, yes, the Order and Imagined followed Origin's orders, but there wasn't punishment for not following them. Imagined is a direct example of this, in fact, in Resistance. The 7 operate as a group of heroes put together with a similar goal, and not like an elite superhero team. Therefore, you can't not be worthy of joining the 7 due to some power differences. The Guardian is a sprite, sure, but he's shown to have advanced intelligence with the ability to pilot a mech by himself, as well as being able to figure out that the Visitor wasn't acting right, just like Sloan and Singularity. But the most important part is that he believes in what the 7 are doing, and ultimately, that is what truly matters. He's shown to deeply appreciate the Innovation, Prophecy, Order, Foundation, and Jones, congratulating the first 2 upon joining the 7, showing his pride and respect for Order and Foundation, as well as hoping for Jones to recover soon. All of these reasons lead me to believe that he does belong in the new 7, and that he shouldn't be denied membership simply due to his species, but After all, I mean, what do you guys think? You are the viewers, and I would like to hear your inputs on this character. Are you indifferent on him? Do you dislike him? Do you like him? Let me know in the comments, as well as personally recommending some characters for me to cover, as I do have some ideas, but it would be nice to have some characters to cover that you guys want to see covered too. Now, that's all from me, and I'll see you in the next video, whether that be a reaction video or an explanatory video like this one. Everyone, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you later. Peace.